Right back at you with another episode. My name is Chris.
My name is Mark.
And we are the ISO Swish Show. And on today's episode, we're going to talk the bad, grimy, just the real alley cat kind of dudes. Man. The guys that you love to hate in the NBA. Hey, what about the shoes, Mark?
Hey, the shoes today, we got a local DMV's flavor. We're going to talk to you about some eating. E-A-T.
E-A-T, baby.
Yeah.
E-A-T.
Hey, man, so are you ready, man?
Always ready, Mark.
Well, let's
go! Okay, let's imagine you walk out of a club or a bar and there's a nasty back alley and it's dark and some dudes follow you out of the club and they're coming to get you. They want your money. They want your loot cake.
If they try to rob me, they just be practicing, bro.
They be practicing, okay? But let's talk about the NBA guys who you want in that alley with you to have your back.
Right.
Okay,
right.
These are the dudes that you love to hate. Like if they're on the opposite team, you hate these dudes, but if they're on your squad, you like, oh yeah, that's my man.
I'm going to my car, get my other gun, shoot everybody's ass.
Raymond!
Man, like
cats.
Ron Artest back in the day.
Back in the day, yeah.
Okay, like who else back in the day?
Rick Mahorn.
Rick Mahorn.
Yeah.
Bill Laimbeer.
Oh man.
The greatest probably irritant of all time, Dennis Rodman. You want Dennis Rodman on your team.
You definitely want Dennis Rodman,
but you don't want them against
Charles
you.
Oakley.
Charles Oakley, those kind of
like
dudes.
That.
So look, let's talk about the current guys that are like that in that same vein that are playing right now. Right. So I think some of those guys, Draymond Green.
Right.
Draymond Green to me is the biggest irritant. He's always whining, but at the same time, you want him on your squad because he's going to get you rebounds, buckets, all that kind of stuff. And he's just dirty. He's just a nasty, dirty dude.
He's that scrappy, grimy dude who just does all the dirty work, but he still get you some buckets.
Right.
In the end, still get you some buckets.
And then put his elbow in your mouth.
Right.
Exactly. How about Marcus Smart?
Marcus Smart, he's a tough dude. He's going to have your back no matter what. Plus, he's great. He's a decent offensive player.
Yeah, he is. He just gets up underneath you and irritates
you. Gets in your skin, man.
Yeah, those are the kind of dudes. How about Jimmy Butler?
Hey, Jimmy Buckets.
Now,
man.
Jimmy Butler is one of the dudes who you really don't want to mess with on the court. Like when you see dudes buck up, they don't buck up at Jimmy Buckets.
You rarely see that, if ever, man. Yeah, you definitely see people. Definitely don't see people standing up to that dude. Like
Nah.
Yeah.
That dude's not to be played with. How about PJ Tucker? PJ Tucker, the Houston Rockets.
He's pretty solid dude too, man. I haven't seen him in as much controversial things as other people, but to me, he's one of those grimy dudes you want on your squad as well.
Right. Now, one of the biggest thugs in the NBA is Steven Adams of OKC. Yeah. This dude got the tats running down his arm. He just got his hair straight back. He looks like he's an outlaw, like he's a biker.
Right, yeah,
Sons of Anarchy.
Looks like a gunslinger.
Right.
He looks like one of those cats you meet in the OK Corral.
Right. He just looks mean.
That fierce look to him, man.
He just looks mean.
He's a big dude too.
Yeah, he's a big dude. How about Montrezl Harrell from Clippers?
Oh man, great shoe collector.
He's a shoe collector, but he also looks. And then
does he
change his hair color? Like I think he changes his braids.
He had some. At last game I saw, he had some reddish or something in there.
Yeah. But he just looks like he comes at you like I'm getting ready.
Dunk in your face.
Not just take. In your face. I'm not just going to take your head off. I'm taking your mama's head off and your wife's head off. I'm taking
your
everything.
Unborn child. He's shooting from the hip, man, for everything.
Okay. How about let's name a couple more.
Like Dellavedova.
Dellavedova.
Yeah.
Okay.
That dude's
now when he was with Cleveland with LeBron, everybody loved him. Oh, Dellavedova. Now that he's against him, man, everybody hates that dude because he's always like trying to get up underneath you, foul you.
He's like a little gnat.
Grayson Allen is the same way.
Grayson Allen is just the same way.
Everybody hates Grayson Allen because he's a dookie.
Right.
But at the same time, everybody thinks Grayson Allen is the biggest,
dirtiest
player, cheat, blah blah blah. He's a solid,
He's always
backup.
Who, me?
Yeah, who me?
Dude. Yeah, you.
How you gonna choose? What, me? Nah, dude, you can't sit up there and say who me all the time. It's just not gonna work. Okay, let's wrap this up by probably the number one dude and that would be Patrick Beverley.
Oh yeah, man. He just gets. If you can see him with Durant, man, he just gets in your skin. But he's
an irritant.
He's an irritant, yeah. But he is a baller, man. He just goes after you, gives you 110% every game, man. That's the type of dude you want riding with you all the time.
But he's like if you took took a towel and put it in a bowl of bleach and you rubbed it all over your skin and your skin would just get like all irritated.
Damn.
That's him all the time.
That's that dude, man. Bleach
all the time. You know, it's just ridiculous. So anyway, those are our guys that we love to hate,
right,
unless they're on your team.
Right. Unless they run with you.
That's right. In the NBA.
All right. Since 1996, men have been shooting hoops in the nation's premier professional basketball league. In that time, there have only been a handful of female referees. In October, the NBA promoted Jenna Schrader to its elite full-time officiating staff, making her now the 6th woman to hold that spot. Now, back in the day when Chris and I were growing up in the late 70s and early 80s, playing ball on a hoop on top of his folks' garage in the alley or at numerous courts around the city, the topic of female refs never came up. Whatever court we played on, we just hoped there were some cute girls there watching us so we could, one, show off for them while we were getting buckets, and hope they would stick around so afterwards we could get those digits.
I'm getting those digits. Don't play yourself, man. You ain't got no rep. She don't know that.
Get the digits.
Now I say that not out of any disrespect to show how taboo that subject was back then. Now there is no excuse for the lack of diversity in the NBA ranks of officiating. Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, was quoted as saying, "It's an area of the game where physically, certainly there's no benefit to being a man as opposed to a woman when it comes to refereeing. I believe going forward, it should be a 50-50 split with new officials hired to the league. With a much more advanced and streamlined pipeline to increase that pool, many more women can be recruited to work either the G League, WNBA, or the NBA. Gender diversity to me is extremely important in today's league. It's also a matter of having the highest quality trained officials. So in the end, games will be won and lost by the quality of play on the court and not by the sounds of the whistles blown by the officials. That, my friend, is mark my word."
All right, right back at you with another Kick Time, my favorite part of the show. And today we're going with an exclusive New Balance that has a lot of DMV stuff going on.
Yeah. And it's the Elevate All the Time New Balance V5. And this is the third installment from the EAT brand clothing company.
What does EAT stand for again?
EAT is Elevate All the Time. It's a company started by Malik Jarrett, a local cat, in 2016. And he's doing great things in the community. And his clothing line is just exceptional. I support him. I wear it. And it's real colorful, man. It's a beautiful, beautiful stylistic shoe. And here it is, man. It's the third installment, man.
So if you're from the DMV,
right,
you have always rocked the 990s,
right,
in whatever version 2, 3, 4, 5. I was wearing these, not this particular iteration, but wearing the 990s back when I was 16 to 25 years old. My son, he crushes them now. And these are great. I think they're awesome. I think that they seem to be extremely well made.
Yeah.
The colors are very bright.
Very.
But I think for this particular shoe, and because it's an EAT brand collaboration, I think it's very cool. I would definitly wear these.
That's the question, man. Would you rock them, man?
I would definitely wear these for multiple reasons.
Right.
One being to support the local urban shop EAT, as well as the fact that they're 990s. I mean, this is what we wear in the DMV.
It's a staple in the city, and they're just all around comfortable shoe. And usually the gray ones that you had, we all had. They went with anything. You can wear those with anything.
With anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
And these you might have to color coordinate a little bit with these, but man, this is a great show. It's a beautiful shoe. Beautiful shoe, man.
Right. I love it.
Yeah. These are the New Balance 990 V5 EAT for the DMV.
Represent. For the DMV. Represent, baby. Yeah. Thanks for watching this episode. We really appreciate it. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit us up on Instagram at The ISO Swish Show. That's The ISO Swish Show. My name is Chris.
Hey, and my name is Mark.
And we are The ISO Swish Show, and we are out.